Okay. We're live.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Good morning.
What's good, everybody? What's good?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are back. Where's our show music, man? Where's our theme music, man? We up this morning. Give me something, man. Give me something. So the people know.
We got some music.
We are on. Yes. Good morning. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Good morning, Chicago.
Got it bumping.
So listen up, y'all. Listen up. Yesterday, they booted us. They booted me off my own page. They said somebody hacked you. I said, no, it's me. It's me.
Right.
Turn the music down just a little bit. Okay. We woke now. We up now. I know y'all see this red cup. I know it's early, but it's orange juice. I promise you. I promise you. What do you do to start your day? I know most of you have been at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts already, or you make your own coffee. People make their own coffee now. Folgers in their cup, espresso.
Yeah, I heard it's the best part of waking up. No, the show is. The show is the best part of waking up.
The best part of waking up is Fray and Trae in your cup, okay?
Right.
Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hey, my girl Anastasia. Anastasia is one of our first guests. We're gonna have to throw her some show tickets because yeah, we're gonna have to throw her some show tickets because she, was a loyal listener. When we got kicked off, Facebook sent me a message, said somebody has compromised your account and they're trying to stream live. I said, yeah, that somebody is me.
Right.
Did you guys even check to see who was on the live? Did you even check to see who was on the live? And so they had me locked out of my account half of the day yesterday. And it's crazy. Chicago, wherever you are, wherever you're listening from, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Mississippi. We are streaming live everywhere. When you come in, just tell us where you're listening from. Right now in Chicago, it is 42 degrees. It is cloudy. It is foggy. This is definitely some Michael Myers weather.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You said it.
I want to say, because I have to apologize. I want to say happy birthday to my mother.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Mama Fray.
Isn't that just terrible? Her birthday was 2 days ago.
And you just not want to say it.
Let me tell you. Let me just be honest with you. Her birthday's on Halloween. And so it's hard trying to fit a lot of things in on Halloween. For those that don't know, the ongoing joke. Turn that down just a little bit more, Trae. Okay. I don't know if it's just loud in my headphones or if it's just loud. But my mother's born on Halloween, and for those that don't know, her name is Hazel. And so growing up, they call her Witch Hazel. And she's not one that really...
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Isn't that petty?
Wow.
And so
But it's creative at the same time, but petty.
it is very creative. It is very creative. And so, yeah, I want to say happy birthday to your mama, and many, many more. Many, many more. Okay? So she won't think I forgot about her.
Okay,
Because y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. Listen, I want y'all to share this. I want y'all to wake your friends up and tell them that this is a new show on in the morning, the Fray and Trae show. All right, every morning we're talking about real topics, real things, real stuff going on.
True. Yeah. Oh, we got good morning. Yeah, what's up to my homie Pat Black checking in on Twitch. We're streaming across multiple platforms on my Facebook, his Facebook, my YouTube, Twitch. So we doing big things here. So we're not just in one place. So I'm glad we got people from multiple platforms watching as well. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out to you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Listen, yesterday we had an amazing thing happen. Okay, so I don't know where my hand claps at this morning, but when we listen, what you're gonna get on this show, let me just tell you, is a lot of energy, a lot of love, a lot of laughter, and a lot of authentic content. Okay. Right. We keep it real right here on Fray and Trae. And so all those other stations that you listen to, that they have to say what they paid to say. Right. Yeah, that's not happening here. Okay. Today we're going to get into talking a little later about Kanye West. A lot of things have transpired. A lot of people have opinions. I want to hear from you. All right. I want to hear from you. We're gonna make sure that we get you to chime in. Now, yesterday, Trae, look.
Yeah. What's up?
Something amazing happened.
Yes.
And you see at the ticker on the bottom, we had a goal. Our goal is in 24 hours. We wanted to sell 100 tickets to our event Saturday that Trae's getting ready to put up on the screen. We wanted to sell 100 tickets, right? And yesterday, so we're having a Comics versus Promoters basketball game. That is this Saturday in Lansing. 50 entertainers, comics, some of your most funniest, prominent people in Chicago have joined together. Names like M. Brown, Mike Sam, Calvin Evans, Rodney Lumpkins, Damon Williams, Barry Brewer, Leon Rogers, Corey Bell, Richard Gallion, Don Ski, okay, Marcus Shavers, Omar G, Dreadhead Cowboy, and much, much more. Over 50 of us have joined together to raise money for a charity called Gone But Not Forgotten, GBNF. That is for children who have lost their parents. Our goal in 24 hours was to sell 100 tickets for this event yesterday because, you know, we need to get these tickets out. We need to raise some money for these kids. And Chicago, we're a little late to the party, and so we're trying to catch up. And yesterday, the stream was they kicked me out of social media. I said, man, every time you try to do something positive, something rears its ugly head. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so now today, I know we're good. We came on in the afternoon when it was kind of a little different in the afternoon. You know, people still at work, trying to clock out early. Y'all know most of y'all get off work at 4:30 and 5. Y'all sit at y'all desk for that last hour, like looking at the clock. Ain't nobody doing no work 4 through 5. Y'all, everybody has checked out at around 4 o'clock. I don't care if you get off at 5:30. You have checked out at 4. It's like what I'm gonna do tomorrow. And so you can take that down now. Yeah. This event is Saturday, right?
Yeah, so it's Saturday.
The owner of Rejuve, the home of epoxy flooring. If you've never seen an epoxy flooring, I'm talking about this is custom made flooring. He got on here and he helped us out tremendously Cortez Rose. Come on, give him some hand claps because the man, the man bought 30 tickets yesterday.
30
tickets, which means that he took care of 30% of our goal by himself. That's just one person. 30% of our goal by himself.
One person, 30 tickets.
Then a little later on in the show, Jay Shep got on the show, and on behalf of Illuminate Church, they bought 10 tickets yesterday.
Yes.
What? That deserves some hand claps. Yes. Oh man, he laid on the beat.
I know. I'm just so overwhelmed by all the thoughtfulness and giving spirits. So
that's where you give him a horn. That's where you give him a horn this morning.
There we go. One more hand clap. Yes.
So that was 40% of our goal right there. All right. We've sold a few extras. People have bought a couple tickets, and we appreciate you. We really do. Listen, guys. We have about 5 hours left to sell 52 tickets. 52 tickets. Tickets are only $10. All right. You go right on my page, jeremiahfrazier.com. I will put the ticket link in the comments here. Okay. And listen, we had yesterday the founder of Gone But Not Forgotten, children who have lost their parents through gun violence in Chicago.
Yeah.
Not just gun violence, any type of violence. As y'all heard over the weekend, this craziness happened.
Yeah.
A lady, after her baby shower, stabbed the baby's father to death. So this means this child is going to grow up with a mother incarcerated and a father deceased.
This happened after the baby shower. The baby's not even born yet.
Can you imagine having a baby shower where people are celebrating the coming of a child? Baby shower is usually eating, some music. It's a baby shower. It shouldn't be no
good times, like what's
one thing I know about pregnant women, they don't invite everybody to be around them while they're pregnant, because it's more about what type of person or spirit you letting around a newborn child who hasn't been tainted yet. A lot of mothers don't like you touching their stomach when they're pregnant, because they don't know that, a lot of people believe spirits travel, and I believe that as well. And so to imagine at a baby shower that you got this the father of the newborn baby, the mother stabs him to death, and I mean, and usually baby showers is maybe a month out before you had a baby, 6 weeks maybe. It's really close to having a baby. So you mean to tell me within 6 weeks estimated in time, we're gonna have a child come into this world with no parents.
Right. And it's truly a sad story, and just the thought of it. I mean, it's almost unreal when you just think about the whole situation. Like, man, like really? And of course, poor judgment was used. I mean, but then, this child already comes into the world innocent, but at an extreme disadvantage without having any parents, so, but that's why it's a good thing, that, people, like I don't say people like you exist, the people out there, because I think you that's watching is going to help kids like this. So, if you just can find it in your heart, you know, to help out. I mean,
let me say this. This situation is different. I've done work for a lot of charities. I've donated, and I've donated not just my money, but my time, my talents, my efforts. I put on shows for domestic violence, heart disease, lupus, cancer, breast cancer, all kind of research. And these charities get millions, if not billions of dollars on a yearly basis. And for us to find a charity and have a charity gone but not forgotten, that is for children in our own community, our own backyard, we have a responsibility to make sure that I've given them some notoriety and some funding. Giving them some notoriety and some funding. So please go to my website, jeremiahfridge.com, or go right here in the link. Trae, I don't know if you could pin that up there. I see they got, even though I posted it, they said it was you. That's fine.
Right.
It must be you got seniority today because you know, I got up this morning, I said it's time to do the radio show, got on this nice collared shirt, and here comes Trae representing Jack Daniels, who's not paying us, by the way. Who's not
that's true. That is true.
You know, he's gonna have to put Trae Daniels on his shirt or something.
You know, I actually am going to, you know, because my birthday is coming up.
What is your birthday? What are horns?
It's not coming up like tomorrow or nothing, but it's next month, December 30th. Capricorns. So
2 months away. Listen to this.
No, because I got this is
preparation. This is how Capricorns
preparation.
Prepare. He's not. Don't worry. He's not the only one.
Yeah. So
this is what Capricorns and Leos do. So they prepare months in advance. They're gonna let you know.
So I'll put Trae Tunes where it says Jack Daniels. You know, it's gonna say Capricorn, established in 1982, all of that, but it's gonna be in his style. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have. I would have rather him found the Bears jersey this morning. He gonna and start your day with a little Jack Daniels. Here I am drinking tea, orange juice, and water, and he come up here.
I'm not drinking Jack Daniels. I mean, I do got some stuff down.
See what I'm saying? You suggesting. See, because I'm scared now, man, because Facebook has put some real fear in my heart. They will put you in prison for things you didn't even know were against community standards and rules that they have. And so, you know, sometimes it's the wording on your shirt. Sometimes it's saying you can't even say or show different things on Facebook anymore. You can't even talk. You definitely can't say the N-word. I know that. Now Instagram, you can say whatever you want. It seemed like Instagram don't really have no rules, but Facebook, I guess, is more family content and they have community standards. And so, what's crazy? You got to watch what you wear, what you say, how you do things, because they will shut you down. Oh, and then he put Chicago in his backward. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Because that's what we are.
Something right. I did something right this morning.
Chicago, listen, top of the hour. It went from 42 degrees to 40 degrees. I don't know how the weather is dropping. But
is the sun coming out? Like...
Yeah, we woke up this morning. Right. It was 42 degrees. Yeah. Now it is 40 degrees.
You know how Chicago do.
Yes. 40 degrees right now. Y'all know how traffic is on every expressway. Congested. People are going to work, on their way to work, coming from work, trying to take their kids to school. You know, it is congested everywhere. I don't see any accidents reported yet. But we will let you know in the oncoming hours. It is election time. Early voting is open.
Yeah.
Early voting is open. Chicago, you can go to any. Listen, you do not have to vote in early voting in your ward, in your neighborhood, in your own community. You can go anywhere in Chicago, in Illinois.
Good to know.
For early voting. Yeah, people don't know that. People don't know that. You can go anywhere for early voting. Just make sure you bring your identification. It's important that we get people in that can help us, that can have the same vision as us, are in touch with us. Let me say it like that. We're not going to get everything we want, but losing everything we have is on the table. Okay.
Yeah.
Down in Georgia right now.
Georgia.
They having it rough.
Georgia.
They having it rough. My girl, Stacey Abrams, is down there doing some hard work for all my people in Atlanta that's watching. Get out there and please vote for Stacey Abrams. They are trying really hard to push a Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
Now, you talk about walking CTE, and even worse than that. You know, I mean, really, and any African American candidate they can throw against somebody African American, the other party will always push to do that. Okay. So get out and vote. Herschel Walker, man, y'all have seen him. He's made the news several times because he's against abortion rights and women's rights, which we are going to talk about. The right for a woman to use her body in her own way. And the thing is, even growing up, we know that your body is your body. You know, we tell people what not to put in their body, what not to do to their bodies. At the end of the day, your body is your body. Okay. And so women should have the right. I mean, this is crazy because how dare us try to tell somebody what they can expend or take care of that's coming out of them. We wanted to control women from voting. We want to control women from having rights, fair wages, and now we're going to tell them what to do with their bodies. I think not. Women, you all are important in this vote. Before you even vote, there's a line about women's rights that has to be voted on. I can't believe we have to vote for women to have their own rights. That is the first thing you see on the ballot.
It's insane. To even feel like you even have to say stuff like this. It's crazy.
It's asinine. 10, 11, 12. You can call us right now at 773-340-1894. The Fray and Trae show. You can call us right now, 773-340-1894. We're going to take your calls this morning. Listen, we want to talk about women's rights. Not only that, over the weekend or yesterday or the day before yesterday night, 14 people killed in Garfield Park. And
14 people were shot, right? Hopefully.
I shouldn't have said killed. You're right. 14 people shot. That's why you're my co-host. Keep me in line. Keep me in line, because you know the people out here, they ready to hate.
Right, yeah.
The fact checkers are up this morning.
Right.
Listen, 14 people were shot, including a 3-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 13-year-old. Chicago, what are we doing? What the hell are we doing? What are we doing?
It's
firing off at a vigil for someone, a vigil where they usually light candles, have a balloon release. A family is already mourning over a loss, and you mean to tell me y'all have the audacity to come and shoot it up?
Right.
There's a lot of fallout from this mass shooting in East Garfield Park. I'm looking at some of the video that they have posted. We're going to try to post some of that on our pages. You see them holding up a picture of a young lady who obviously they were memorializing. And right here off our own streets of California and Roosevelt, 14 people were wounded, including a 3-year-old baby girl, an 11-year-old, and a 13-year-old. Chicago, this is it's overly senseless. It's overly senseless.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy.
I don't know what listen, I used to be an advocate for having great ideas, stopping the violence, the rallies, the marches, community. Um, you know what? The truth of the matter is, we need more black men raising their black sons.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about any other race. I'm talking about mine because, this is 14 people being shot is because around the world globally, if it happened at a school, God forbid, if it happened at a place of worship, it would be national news. But because of Chicago, it's just local.
Yeah.
Like this is they think this is the norm.
Yeah, we should
And
normalize stuff like this. It's insane.
to the fact that a lot of kids, some of them don't have parents. And if all our black men are being incarcerated, or and incarceration works two ways, because you can fully be out of the prison system but yet incarcerated. And the system does a good job at not educating our culture on working together. Once you have a baby with somebody, you are now in business with them. It's business. Okay. And a lot of times people, they're not in their kid's life because the baby mama, baby daddy drama and all of that. And it goes too far. Y'all in business now. It's not about either of you.
Yeah.
It's a business decision now. That child needs to be raised. He needs his father in his life. Because I'm going to be 100 with you. It is not impossible, but it is much more difficult for a woman to raise a man. And 80% of the time, well, I'll go even higher for what I'm going to say. 99% of the time, the fear that a father strikes in a man is much different from a woman striking. So I know it's a lot of women say, well, I raised my son and he's fine, or I did it on my own. That's fine. What I'm talking about is what your son do behind your back. What I'm talking about is the integrity your son have when he's away from you. Everybody respect their mama. Everybody don't want to hurt their mama and love their mama. These are the same mamas I see down at the court of 26 in California saying I would have never thought he would do something like this.
Yeah.
And all the time, where's his father? Incarcerated. Where's his father? I don't talk to him. I ain't spoke to him in 10 years. He a deadbeat.
Yeah.
The worst feeling in the world for a man is to be alive and called dead. Y'all get that together. Our black boys need their black fathers. They do.
Yeah.
They do. They have no fear. Let's just be 100. I wasn't afraid of my mama as vicious as she was. And my mama was vicious. As vicious as she was, I was not afraid of my mother as much as I would be of my father. And when she told me, when your daddy get home, it's a whole different feeling that comes over you. I think that's where my anxiety started.
Yeah, and I grew up. I've only I never actually met my father. While I can remember it, I think like my mom said, he saw me a few times when I was literally an infant. But I outside of he's dead now, but I never actually met him
Wow.
before. So I know what it's like to be raised by a single mother, and I had two older sisters, so I didn't have a man in the house at all,
Mm-hmm.
and I could tell you exactly what they mean about, because I didn't even know what it meant until I got older. Because it's like I said, when it's just something different when you have a father figure to tell you something, um, versus your mom, and it was crazy is and I tell this to a lot of my female friends who are raising young kids. I said one of the best things you can do is try to not use that same tone all the time when you don't be so quick to anger. I know your situation might be frustrating, but when you yell at a child the same way over forgetting to wash a dish you yell at them the same way for bringing home bad grades, there's a difference in that. And if you yell at them the same way about that, it you know, and that's kind of what happened with me. It's like, why'd you leave your socks on the floor? And it's like, oh yeah, but well, one thing I didn't get bad grades, so I did get like pretty good grades. So I mean, but like when you be yelled at for like for minute things, but the rage is there. It's it kind of lowers how they listen to you.
Correct.
It's like, oh you yelling like that. They'll look at you, but in your mind you're like, is she
And mothers a lot of times are vocal and have to use their voice and the level of their voice because a lot of these boys as 14, 15, 16, 17, they don't have the strength to compete with that. They don't have they're men now. They're growing up as men now.
Yeah.
And so in saying that, I have witnessed where a lot of these single mothers are in the suburbs now. And I'm going to be 100. I'm going to name them. Chicago. Homewood Flossmoor is one. That Homewood used to be a predominantly safe neighborhood. You can go anywhere, do anything at any time. It has really changed because of the scope of what's going on, even in the high schools. And one of my homies was looking to put his son in a high school. I said, well, what's your first choice? He said, Homewood Flossmoor. I was like, no, it's not. I'm like, listen, man, times have changed.
Yeah, it's a whole different neighborhood, literally.
These kids at Flossmoor are wilding out. And one of the reasons is, and I hope y'all do listen to this and give me some feedback and comment. And I don't care if you tell the people what I said because I'm saying it. And you can disagree with me, you can say what you want, but I have experience where I've worked in the school system for 12 years and I've seen it for myself. And I have been at every level of the school, assistant teacher, dean, administration. You're not going to tell me what I haven't experienced. There are a lot of single mothers trying to raise young boys, and they cannot do it alone. It's not that they can't do it. They can't do it alone. Once these boys turn 14, 15, and 16, their physical sculpture change, their mentality changes. They're becoming men. And it's hard for a mother to have the kind of physicality that a man has to deal with a boy that age. And a lot of these kids, let's just be 100. Before they get that age, they're not taught respect. So by the time they get that age, they really not respecting you anyway.
Yeah, well, that's probably the best thing my mom did.
Yeah. Well, Trae, here it is. Here's the answer. Because a lot of parents, they don't get kids respecting you is what they do when you're not around.
Right, yeah.
Parents think because when their kids act a certain way around them, that's how they are all the time. No. You found out during the pandemic, this boy is different between 9 and 2. Absolutely. Exactly what the teacher's been trying to tell you. And so what happens is they're not taught this respect. And so in mama face, that's my baby. That's my mama. It's all good, mom. Whatever you need, I got you, mama. When they're away from mama, they fighting in the streets, banging, popping. Some of y'all kids are leaders of gangs, and you up in here thinking they the sweetest kid in the world. Check their drawers, check under their beds, check their rooms, check their Instagrams, check their TikToks. We need parents to start being parents again. I don't know where y'all get off allowing these kids to live in y'all house rent free and feel like they got privacy. When did we start parent privacy? I don't know who y'all listening to or what's going on, but this is crazy. So in Homewood right now, a walkout is planned because a mother is frustrated because there's an alleged sexual assault inside the suburban school. Let me read to you. The alleged sexual assault happened at Homewood Flossmoor High School this Monday.
What?
In a note from family school officials, they are cooperating with police, and District 233 said that it's aware of an alleged assault at Homewood Flossmoor High School involving 2 students on campus Monday morning. Okay? They can't share specifics, but if you can read between the lines, the mother said, Homewood Flossmoor administrators have long failed to acknowledge incidents of sexual assault and harassment and what allegedly happened to her daughter as part of a disturbing pattern. This mother, who has not been identified, said that her minor was sexually assaulted over the course of 20 minutes. 20 minutes by a classmate during a morning theater class, which administrators said had broken into small groups. Mother said during this time she was crying. No one came to her assistance. No staff or professional educator did anything to protect her from this horrific, life-changing event. Flossmoor police said they took a juvenile male into custody after questioning him and released him to his father. Woo. Some students who did not want to be identified, but get this. This is the crazy part. Some students didn't want to be identified, said they were surprised about the allegation and hope to learn more. Unfortunately, I don't know, because you never know what could take place and what could take place in this world. You might not ever know, one student said. But listen.
Wow.
Basically, a child was allegedly raped at a high school again. And later on in the week, next week, we're going to blow the whistle on CPS. Flossmoor is a District 233 school. It is not a part of Chicago Public Schools. But if you want to do yourself a favor and look at how many sexual assaults happened at Chicago Public Schools in the last 2 to 3 years, you would be surprised at the alarming rate of turnover and numbers that these kids are sexually assaulted, harassed by their own peers, by staff members. We have a problem.
Man.
Yvonne Chapman said a lot of kids even disrespect their parents around them. I've seen it. Values have changed. Like, I know why my mother used to tell me small things. Like, you don't even hear, Yvonne, you don't even hear parents giving kids parables or little sayings that used to be said. Like, my parents used to tell me, if you're not going to eat it all, don't put it on your plate. Or if you're not going to eat it, don't take it, And I know now, well in doubt, because now, fast forward, bologna is $6. Eggs are $7. What is going on with the price of groceries? Listen, I be in the store like, all right, I can't even let my kids try Brussels sprouts because the price of food is so high. Like, I don't want to waste food.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get some beef short ribs the other day. It was like $48. I'm like, are they serious? $48. $48 for a pack. I'm like,
so you mean tell me, Trae, you was Now you know when you wake up in the morning and you
Yeah,
want something to eat, it's a little different. Like you
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm about to go to the store, and you want some beef short ribs.
No, I'm just saying the price of groceries. This happened weeks ago. Yeah,
No,
but
I'm
yeah, I ain't
saying
been in the
that's what I'm
grocery
saying.
store since. So I'm
I'm,
scared.
I'm saying you
I'm
I,
scared.
listen, and short ribs go up every
Man,
6 months
right.
because,
$48.
and that probably was for, and that probably was for 3 of them.
Yeah,
Probably
it,
for
it
three.
was a pack. It was a pack of 6. You know, you, I mean, that's like, how do they put these out? Do they expect to sell them? Like, like, I'm like, who is going to purchase these? I mean, you. I mean, I know restaurant prices are a little high, but I could literally go in a restaurant and probably buy them cooked with 2 sides for $48. I mean, why? It just seemed like I don't know if it was a mistake.
Now listen, I do find myself in a grocery store questioning. Look, is it just cheaper to just go to a restaurant now? It used to be vice versa. It's cheaper to cook. I don't know anymore with the price of these groceries.
You
And
know what? My sister used. Let's see. This we probably gotta get our sponsors. I'm not gonna say which one, but
yeah,
if you wanna, you know those um prep meals that you order,
oh,
and they
meal
come,
prepping.
yeah, and they come shipped frozen and stuff, and you can put them in like have your meals and everything's in there.
Yeah,
They got the
we're gonna have a meal prepper on here because I need to know, like, is the price of meal prepping going up now because groceries are crazy.
yeah.
Like,
Man,
if you're one of those people that don't believe in leftovers, I don't know how you're surviving because you're literally throwing away and wasting food. Oatmeal. I made a video about this months ago. I could not believe that it had a yellow sticker on it and said on sale, and a thing of oatmeal was $8.99. That
man,
oatmeal used to be 99 cents, and I'm not even talking about more than 8 years ago. How did it shoot up almost $10? I thought I was in Hawaii. I had to check. I, I had to check my time zone. I'm like, wait, where? I'm in
yeah,
Chicago. Oatmeal
yeah,
is $9. Eggs are $7. I said, well, I'm gonna go get some bologna. Bologna is $6.
yeah.
Bacon, $12.99 for some bacon. $12.99. So inflation, all this stuff
Yeah,
is happening, but it goes to the values of being raised the right way. When your mother told you don't waste food because you're wasting their money.
yeah,
You know, I've seen kids beg for. I remember buying my son some Harold's, and Harold's, 4 wings are $10.
yeah.
You know, they got to sign it. The Herald say the price of food has went up, so we going up on your
Yeah,
wings. Now they went up on the price and went down on the size of wings. I don't know how you do that.
right.
Now the wings are as big as my pinky.
The Cornish hen wings, like what? Like,
Where y'all finding these baby chickens from
right, these chiclet wings, like,
that y'all not allowing them to grow?
right.
They didn't gave me 4 wings, and all together it looked like just 1 wing because they're so small. Now,
Yeah,
wings used to be the size of my hand. Y'all see that? That's a wing right there. Okay? They're coming in this size. They're coming up short.
right.
They got a little meme like this. That's for some of you men. Pause. Major pause. But it goes back to saying, man, that a lot of values that we learned growing up, man, and parenting and different things, it has absolutely changed.
Right.
Absolutely changed.
It's
And
one thing I've been telling my son his whole life, his entire life.
mhm,
I've been telling him one thing. I said, son, I said, if you want to do what you want to do, you got to do what you're supposed to do.
mhm.
And I said, you're gonna hear me. And I told him when he was young, I said, you're gonna hear me say this for the rest of your life. And I said it's gonna apply to everything you do. Like right now, you want to play video games, you gotta take care of what your responsibilities in school. I said, if you want to do that, then this is all you really have to do. Take care of your responsibilities, and that will allow you to do the things that you want to do. But you got to do what you have to do
And let's
first.
just be 100. You can teach your kids all the values in the world. Some of them just not gonna do the right thing. So let me put that disclaimer out there, because there are some parents that have done a tremendous job in raising their kids and have done everything they want to do. But when people become grown, they can do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And some kids come back and say, "I should have listened to you, mama. I should have listened to you, daddy."
Yeah, that's true. Because sometimes you got those outside influences, and they you know, they might be peer pressure, could be stuff, and it like sometimes, you know, it's not these kids' fault, you know, because we all make mistakes, and you got to remember that they are just kids, and you can't expect them to make the right choice every single time. You just really hope and pray that they do, and that's why I said you can't. I know, like kids, it's so easy to lash out on a child that's yours, especially because they're easy targets. Sometimes you don't know, like you come home and you say hi mom. Like, she said, I can't even get in the door good. It's like, because they had a long day, they stressed out, and you're just an easy target, because they can't curse their boss out. They can't curse their boss out at work.
It's wild. And so listen, we all need better community, and we have an opportunity this Saturday to come out for that charity, Gone But Not Forgotten. Help us reach 100 tickets, ladies and gentlemen. Help us reach 100 tickets. We had several comics and promoters on yesterday, and then the founder was on yesterday, and it's gonna be a game. They've been talking trash. This is gonna be something you've never seen. It's very competitive. It's crazy.
Go back and watch yesterday's show if you can. These are all been saved and recorded.
It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. The outlets are out there to have a good laugh and things like that. Give me some news music real quick. We are breaking real quick for Traffic Together.
That's gonna be the
weather. That's perfect right there. Ladies and gentlemen, in Chicago, guess what? We just went up 4 degrees in 20 minutes. I don't know what's going on. Our weather has Tourette syndrome.
Let's go.
Not Tourette. Not Tourette. It's bipolar. That's what I meant.
Bipolar.
Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Because this weather makes you want to stay.
It is 44 degrees right now. Today, it will be a high of 71. So, even though it's cool right now, listen, by the time it hits 3 o'clock and some of y'all go to a late lunch, you might not return to your desk. You're like, I'm sorry, supervisor, but it's too nice outside. The high will be 71 today. News, traffic is pretty good right now on every expressway, except for... Oh, it's actually at a normal rate. There's no accidents to report right now on the highway, which is good. Which means people are either sleeping in or they don't feel like driving. And the Metro is talking about raising prices again. Another a price hike on the Metro line. And so be looking out for that. Also, if you live on the northwest side, nearly a dozen of those vehicles. We're talking about Kias and Hondas. If you drive a Kia and a Honda,
sound like you're speaking in tongues over there.
A Kia and a Honda, a Kia and a Honda. If you drive a Kia or a Honda, nearly a dozen of those vehicles have been stolen in the 25th district throughout Humboldt Park, Logan Square, and Hermosa, wherever that is. I don't know where Hermosa is.
Hermosa. I heard of it, but I
thought we drink that. That might be Mimosa. But Hermosa sounds a little better, don't it?
Right, yeah.
Within the last 2 weeks, suspects may have been in the stolen cars and armed robberies through the same areas. Several more vehicles were stolen. Yesterday in Plainfield, a PNC bank was robbed. Can y'all believe that? A PNC bank was robbed where a gentleman gave a teller a note and said, I didn't win the Mega Billions, the Powerball. I'm going to need what y'all got. So I'm
gonna take the lottery.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the lottery. I'm gonna take the lottery. Thank you, Anastasia, for listening. Thank you for sharing. It absolutely is a great conversation. That is your traffic, weather, And breaking news on the north side and the south side, where a walkout is planned at Homewood High School after an alleged sexual assault has taken place. One parent is upset that her daughter was sexually assaulted in a classroom for more than 20 minutes. Administrators have failed to acknowledge the ongoing problem sexual harassment and sexual assaults at this school. And the mother she's very upset, and they are staging and planning a walkout over what happened on Monday. Also, Paul Pelosi, suspect, has been charged with attempted kidnapping of the House Speaker's husband. Okay, if y'all don't know that story, the man came in with broke in their house with a hammer, and he was hitting them with a hammer, and they say this is a isolated incident, and it was not. This was a targeted, I should say. This was a targeted incident. So he found out where they lived. He knew what he was doing, and so more of that is going to come out, which is why you have to vote, people. Early voting is open. The polls are open. You do not have to go to your ward to vote for early voting. You can pick up and just have your ID ready and go right in. The first line this year of voting is what? Women's rights. So make sure every woman you know that has the right to vote gets in there and vote for their rights. Let's keep women's rights their rights. THEIR. Their rights are their rights. One quick plug from one of our sponsors. Trae, I don't know if you have that logo up, but
yeah, I never got it.
We'll
get it together.
Well, we can show some flooring. Rejuve,
right.
Home of epoxy. If you need new countertops, new floors, look at that.
Bam.
Look at that right there.
Ooh.
That is a backyard right there. If you're going to have a backyard party, I'm going to need it to look like that. Look at those floors. You can have that done. It's better than granite. It's better than steel. These are custom-made flooring and countertops that you can have done at Rejuve, Home of Epoxy. 312-965-0581. That's 312-965-0581. Look at those nice floors.
And let me tell you something about, I had some people rewatch the show yesterday, and guess what?
Yeah.
The club where I do karaoke at tonight.
Yeah.
Guess who did the countertops in this club?
Are you serious?
Dead serious. They told, because I wanted to bring it up, but I didn't want him to say, nah, that wasn't me. But I was like, man, because I said, this looks like the work, the way it looks, the countertop is so beautiful, man. And I didn't want to give anybody else credit, so I had to make. So I was like, man, I didn't want to be like, oh no, that's the competitor. But they were like, yo, that's the dude who did our countertops, and I'm like, yes,
that is the work of Rejuve, Home of Epoxy. 312-965-0581. If you want a custom-made flooring or countertop, you call them today. You tell them Jeremiah Frazier sent you, and they will give you 50% off countertops, not the floors.
Right.
Countertops. Now, don't be in there talking about they told us to call you, and you was going to do our whole house for half off.
Right.
That is not what I said. These are not just for homes. These are not just for homes. These are also for restaurants. One of those pictures you see, if you've ever been in Chicago on 83rd Street to Ooh Wee It Is, they are responsible for the flooring at Ooh Wee It Is.
Oh, no,
all right.
That's not it.
And so we want to make sure that we patronize their business.
I had that one in
While Trae looking at that floor. That's okay. You can put that other flyer back up because we have what's the number? We have 52 more tickets to be sold. Our goal was 100. We got 52 more to be sold. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to click the link this Saturday. Comics versus Promoters, the annual charity basketball event. Saturday at 12 noon, which means you can do your laundry, you can have brunch, and then you can come to the game. Okay, doors open at 11. Game starts at 12. There'll be a 3-point contest. There'll be a full a full four-quarter games between the most prominent, funniest, entertaining comics, entertainers, and promoters, all for one cause. Gone but not forgotten. That is GBNF. Gone but not forgotten. That is a charity that takes care of children who have lost their parents through violence in our streets, Chicago. Unfortunately, it's a lot of them. And listen, we need to bring notoriety. We need to fund this charity, and it is in my heart to do this for this charity. We had the founder on yesterday. She works diligently day and night. I mean, throughout the school systems, throughout group homes, throughout after-school programs. She works with the state. She works with the city. Listen, and has founded and funded Gone but Not Forgotten, children who have lost their parents ages 0 to 17 through violence in our streets. They deserve a good Christmas. They deserve a good Thanksgiving. They deserve a good birthday. They deserve a good life. Even though they have experienced so much trauma, we have a chance to make it a bit lighter on them, guys. Go to my website, jeremiahfrazier.com. Click the link. You'll see it there. Or right in this page, if Trae can pin that comment up where the link is and pin that, hit the comics versus promoters.eventbrite.com. That's where you can get tickets. Comics versus promoters. There you go. .eventbrite.com. Just click that link. Tickets only $10. What are you waiting for?
All right.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, this is an event you don't want to miss this event just because it's a one of a kind, unique event. This just ain't all they do this 8 times a year type of deal.
No.
Right.
It's very rare that you're gonna find 50 entertainers in the same room at the same time, and these are prominent guys. M. Brown, he's been all over the world. Laugh Factory. Mike Samp, you just seen him. He's done a movie with Deion Cole last week in Atlanta. It should be on Tubi and Hulu soon. Barry Brewer, who is on Tyler Perry's Bruh. He's doing his own thing. He has his own theater here in Chicago. Barry's been doing it, making it happen for a very long time. Yes. Calvin Evans has been on Laugh Out Loud and all kind of things, man. Seen on NBC's funniest man tour and different things he has going on. Damon Williams, who you know is worldwide, has been all over, has held it down at Riddles for the last I don't know how many years. Then you got the big promoters like Don Ski and Richard Gallion, Omar G, Marcus Shavers. They have all teamed up. Dwayne Sutton, the Dreadhead, the Cowboy. All those shows y'all go to and pay all that big money to see Kelly Price and I don't know why she popped out my name. Katie got bands. That's the hot one now. Katie got bands. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and Chris Brown. Kevin Hart. Yes. All those people, they are responsible for bringing them here. They are responsible for putting on those shows. And so help us reach our goal of 100 tickets sold. Okay. Rejuve, Epoxy, Flooring purchased 30 tickets yesterday. We're grateful for that. That was 30% of our goal. Man. Illuminate Church on behalf of Jason Shepard, or Jason Shepard on behalf of Illuminate Church. Right. They purchased 10 tickets. That's 40% of our goal.
Let's go.
And then we had several people purchase 1 or 2 tickets. Listen, if get 5, get 10, get 20. We are at 52 more tickets for our goal, and we have a few more hours to reach that. Y'all help us do that. If you can't get a ticket, that's only $10. If you can't get a ticket, do me a favor, share this to somebody that can. Share the information to somebody that can. The flyer's on my page. Listen, it's all over because they've been putting up memes about me. I wish I could have sent you those, Trae. Posts about me. I'm going to send it to you right now. Oh, man, listen, not just me. Oh, not just me, bro. They have been going in on the different comics. Now they have. Oh, now look, this is going to be competitive. Okay, let me just say that for starters.
Yeah, for charity, but let me give some clarity.
Yeah. This is for charity, but let's have some clarity. Exactly. Let's have some clarity. They are coming to play some ball.
Right.
Okay. And y'all know how Chicago do. Y'all know how Chicago do. When we got competition going on, like it's a whole nother a whole nother aspect.
what I'm gonna need them to do, y'all need to have a locker room talk. Both teams take it easy on these refs, but they are professional refs. But you know how we get.
I just sent you. I just sent you something. See if you can put that up.
I know how you get too.
Ref.
Ref.
Listen, you already know I don't play no games when it comes to fairness and just knowing what's going on. Awareness, fairness, and awareness. I say it like that. People don't know I played 3 levels of basketball. A lot of people don't know that. So when they see me in my stature, they don't really, they count me out before they count me in. And so I always, every ref that's ever ref my game, they know me. And some of them have seen the flyer and post, and they've reached out to me.
You.
Oh, they know me. They definitely know me. We got some matter of fact, they've invited me out to play basketball in a couple men's leagues. I'm like, we'll see. But these promoters are talking crazy, y'all. They going crazy.
Get that picture up.
Yeah. They are talking crazy. I mean, anytime it's competition, especially in Chicago, what we do best, Chicago, is we get to start roasting. That's what we known for in Chicago. You will get roasted and toasted in Chicago. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
And so one of the promoters, who, by the way, his wife is one of the hosts. And she's so happy. She's a comic, Miss Corey Bell.
Oh.
Miss Corey Bell is a comic, but her husband is a promoter.
Oh,
so I'm really trying to gauge and see which side that she's on. Yeah. What side are you on, Corey? So yesterday, her husband got the liberty and got enough kahunas that he was going to get on social media and start talking about comics. Now, you got to have some big kahunas to get on social media and start roasting comedians.
Yeah. Right.
Can you get that picture up, man?
Yeah, I got you.
So
2.5 seconds.
So Willie Bell, I'm going to call him out. Y'all know Willie, DJing down at the Bureau Society. A couple spots on Thursday. Worldwide. Good dude. Can y'all see this? He came for the leader. That's how they do. They want to take the leader out first. The man wrote comics. And this is your captain. I know you in Lion. Where's my beep?
Oh, you just gotta use the horns for that too.
I know you Lion. The man called me Steve Urkel. Do y'all see this disrespect?
Wow.
Do y'all see this disrespect right here? And that ain't. Listen, I mean, I'm sending you more because he started a war.
Man,
he started a war yesterday between the comics, and I'm sending you a couple more now, Trae. Look at those. Okay. Where he was just continually he's seen it now, talking about comics. And so I said, man, Willie, really?
Willie, really?
Willie, really? And so Corey Bell, who's going to be one of the hosts, got on and said, I ain't got nothing to do with this. No. We need to know whose side you're on because we know that Leon Rogers is hosting and Corey Bell. Now, I'm sure Leon for the comics because that's what side he on. But Corey is a comic, but her husband is a promoter.
Oh, they're petty.
Oh, you see the picture?
Yeah.
I want you to see. Yeah, I need the audience to see How petty. How petty these people,
let me get them all
these
at
promoters are being. And you can, and listen, you want to be at this game because it's going to be all out entertainment.
once.
Anytime you have comedians interacting and entertaining with each other and comics on the microphone at the same time, there'll be a live DJ there. Listen, all the bells, whistles, streamers, we are pulling out for this event.
I'm sorry.
The roasting has begun already.
Ooh.
Are you mean to talk about nonstop just laughter and entertainment?
Man.
So the man calls me Urkel yesterday. And
Ooh.
then he starts coming for the rest of my team. I mean, I thought it was just like one joke and we'll laugh it off and go to the next.
Tony Montana's cracking up over there.
Tony say Fray looking like Urkel. Oh, it was funny.
Oh man.
Oh, Tony, it was funny. It was definitely funny. And then when I seen this, can we get it on
the other two?
Can we get it on the screen?
Yeah. In 5, 4.
Trae a little slow this morning. It's the Jack Daniels. There it is. Can y'all see this? Comics. If you think these dudes are gonna beat us in basketball, come out Saturday. Make it make sense. Now he got one of my boys, M-Dub, Phipps, looking like Sinbad. Now he hit my boy Teddy Biggums. Now come on, man. Teddy B, one of our shooters. He's one of our bigger comics. He didn't hit him with the lean on me, Sam's, and Bookman. Willie, Willie, you ain't fighting fair. Henry Spoon is on. Henry is our secret weapon.
Bugger.
They don't even know Spoon. Look.
It's just funny, man.
Spoon, you are a secret weapon, man. Henry Spoon is gonna be playing with us Saturday.
Oh boy!
Bring your families. Children are more than welcome.
Seeing these pictures don't make you want to come to this game.
I had to get them back though. You know I got them back.
Oh, you got them back? Okay.
Really, Willie? Really, Willie? There you go. I said, and what the promoters gonna do with him? Dance all day? Looking like Big Grove out there. Big Grove. Comics by 20. I'm standing on that. They call him the Panther. Comics by 20. Look at Willie. Dancing, modeling, DJing. I'd be shocked to see him put the ball in the hole. I don't underestimate nobody, but all this talking he doing, I think he's trying to distract us, y'all. I think he's trying to distract us.
Right, so, he's trying to have y'all prepare jokes instead of preparing for the game.
Correct. So this Saturday.
Spoon is he's in the chat.
Yeah. Spoon is in the chat. That's what I'm saying. He say it's on now. It just got real.
Yeah,
that's our secret weapon. They don't even know.
Wow.
And so put the flyer up so they can see this Saturday, y'all. Annual Comics versus Promoters. You've seen it by now everywhere. Now look, let me be 100 with y'all. Every time you try to do something, it's something in the way, right? It's a roadblock.
Mm-hmm.
All the ad space on the radio was purchased by politicians. They took all the ad space. Crazy. So I could not get a commercial on the radio. Even if I paid for it, it would not run. It would run from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. That's the only time they have. And y'all not up. Who gonna hear that?
All right, 2 a.m. Yes.
If you up at 2 or 4 a.m. listening to the radio, I probably don't want you at this game.
Oh yeah, well maybe because I'm leaving work.
But usually at 2 or 4, you're not listening. You're not on the radio. Yeah. You're not on the radio, Al. You're not on the radio dials. You're not. And so I said, man, I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to share this information. Put the link up, comicsversuspromoters.eventbrite.com. Comicsversuspromoters.eventbrite.com. If you can't remember that, all the information, all the links, is on my website, jeremiahfrazier.com.
JeremiahFrazier.com.
Wait a minute. Dwayne Sutton is in the house. Hey, Dwayne, can you come on right now? Are you set up to come on? Can we invite you on? Let me know. I'll send you a link if we can. He's not only just one of the players for the promoters. He's saying it should be a fun event and a great cause. Absolutely, because all the money, the charity, after our few expenses, are going to go to those kids who are parentless. Their parents have been killed through violence in our own streets. And so this is a great cause. We're coming together for a great cause. Strippers be listening to him. That's what I'm saying. Well, now I said I didn't want nobody at the game. Well, now listen. Now who said that? Montana. If it's a few strippers, we do need a halftime show.
Right.
We do need a halftime show.
Yeah. When we say get out to the polls, we mean to vote. Not the polls.
Whitley. Yeah, Wayne, 15 minutes is good. Whitley, let me know if you can come on right now. Listen, see these promoters be showing up out the dark, y'all. Do y'all see what's going on here?
All right.
These promoters be showing up out the dark. Trae, scoot over a little more so you can be in the camera, because I'm gonna keep the flyer up. There you are. Whitley, can you come on? Because she is the Cheryl Swoops co-captain.
Oh, this is the one I've been hearing about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Heard about you. Heard you got a little crossover game. A little razzle dazzle, a little something.
Oh, yeah. Cheryl Swoops is in the building, man. And y'all remember that Martin? And they wanted to.
Yeah. They played the female Olympic team.
Yeah.
Leslie Shields. Yeah.
She say she not at a quiet place, so she at the strip club too. So Montana hit up Whitley Brooks. She said she ain't in a quiet place either. I know you don't work for no school. Only two places that's not quiet this morning is the schools in Bourbon Street. Yeah, she must be getting her aerobics on. You know, they say stripping is like yoga. It's like yoga. It's getting that morning stretch. You know, when you over 30, you got to start stretching on Wednesday for Saturday. It's like I'm already getting my body ready. You know, so then by the time Saturday comes, because they were like, y'all want to do a run through on Friday night? I'm like, nah, I'm not playing ball on a Friday night before I play Saturday morning. Have y'all lost y'all mind? Yeah, she's definitely at the strip club. She just said she's getting her oil changed. Yeah. That is code word. That is code word for baby oil.
Okay.
Getting your oil changed.
Getting your oil changed.
And she said, I'm in a loud place getting my oil changed. Y'all, I'm going to let y'all read between the lines. And so I remember the Martin where they were playing the U.S. basketball team with Cheryl Swoops, Rebecca Lobo. Was that Lisa Leslie on there?
Yeah, Lisa Leslie.
He went and got the 3 best players in the world.
Right.
For Cole, Martin, and Tommy to play against. Right. Then they had Nipsey out there. And the old man that scooted.
Right.
The old man had on house shoes, getting ready to hoop. Right. On Martin. That's what Whitley, aka Cheryl Swoops, think is gonna happen on Saturday. She gonna come out there and you're not gonna Rebecca Lobo us. Ain't no Martins and Tommies, and we got a couple of Nipseys, but that according to Willie Bell, we got a couple of Nipseys. But but we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. And so, guys, that's this Saturday. Even if you can't make it, it's important. What's more important is that you donate to the fund for the children that have lost their parents. It is so important that you do this, like for real.
Right. Very, very important. I can't stress it enough. It's such a great cause too. And I've been talking about this like since I found out about it. I'm just constantly telling everybody about it because like we've been sharing the bad news, which is necessary, but you also want to share the good news that somebody's out there, trying to do something about it. And we always ask ourselves, I wish I had more time to help. What could I do to help? You can help somebody that is helping, that is doing something good for these kids out here that have lost their parents to violence. So, I mean, it's like, how can you not buy a ticket? That's like, what if you like made a list, pros and cons? What are the reasons you have not to purchase this ticket? It's to this game that's going to be amazing. You definitely should make time to make it to the game, but if you can't, bless somebody else.
That's right. That's what we do, man. This is how we do. I put my glasses on because I saw you had "Wake Up Us" instead of "Wake Up with Us," so I just changed that.
You got to show me how to change that after we get up.
That just means you weren't woke when you did it. You probably did this with your eyes closed. Wake us up. That's what you had on there. Wake us up. People were like,
I mean, it was kind of true. It's a true statement. Come join this chat and wake us up.
So let me explain to the people real quick, because they see me taking these glasses on and off. Let me be 100 with y'all. Let me be 100 real quick. I went in, and this is my first time in the eyewear because, I didn't know I needed glasses until I knew I needed glasses. My eyes started getting bad. I was squinting my phone at night. The later it got, the worse my eyes got. I'm like, okay, some gotta give, right? So I go in, I take the pre-test. They're like, can you read what you see? Absolutely. Q, W, R, S, A. She said, sir, those are all numbers. Oh, give me the glasses. Give me the glasses. And so I tried out a few pair. I got these from the Jamie Foxx line. And so, Jamie, when you see these, you're going to know. And I look all right in them. I like the way I look,
sometimes I don't know why people get self-conscious about glasses. It's not a bad look for people.
You know what? I think it's just some extra weight you got to carry on you, especially if you're not used to. And it's like, I don't want to put nothing else on. I'm not a hat person. I'm not a,
I'm a hat person.
I don't know what it is about me. When I drive, I take my watch off. I take all my things off. I just have to, even when I play the piano or organ, I got to take stuff off. I don't know why I feel like I don't want extra weight on me. And so I can see now. So when I put my glasses on, I seen.
You're like 9110024. Like, okay, that's what the number says.
Right. Wake us up. All right.
Wake us up.
So listen, Chicago, man, we definitely need y'all to come out and support this event. It's happening. Chicago and sports is I don't know. Things are on the uprise, I guess.
Yeah, your boy Zach Levine yesterday.
I don't want to talk about it because let me tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to pump up Zach Levine every other 2-3 weeks. Okay. Everybody's been quiet for 2 weeks about his play. I don't care. Before he hit 3 threes in a row last night, which he did, congratulations. I mean, anybody that plays basketball, at some point, you should do that in your life. He was 1 of 5 before he did that. 1 of 5 from 3, okay? And he was 4 of 13 shooting. 5 of 13 shooting before he hit 3 in a row. And let me tell you something about fool's gold. The Nets don't play D. They don't have a coach. Zach LaVine is choosing and picking to play in games where he can kind of shoot when he wants to, does the things he does, and it doesn't really affect the team. See, my problem is he doesn't really have an effect on the team to me. I think they can win without him. I think they can lose without him. I don't think he makes a difference. That's my thing with Zach LaVine. Yeah, I said what I said because your good games are against Indiana and the Nets. Every other game, you've been non-existent with poor shooting and a plus minus that is
Shit, they lost to Indiana,
mainly a minus.
Didn't they lose to Indiana?
I don't know.
Yeah, they lost that game.
I know.
No, they won that game.
I don't think
Indiana came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
all I know is that he was taking all the shots because instead of letting Io and Pat Williams develop. And so that comes with coaching and teaching. I don't think Billy Donovan's a good coach. So I'm gonna lay off Zach for a minute, and I'm gonna put my focus on the person that's allowing him to be out of control. Zach LaVine is an out of control player. I don't care what he did last night. Y'all been quiet for 2 weeks on him. He doesn't have a high IQ of basketball, which means he needs to be coached up. And Billy Donovan is not a good coach to me. I'm sorry.
So are you saying that Zach LaVine hasn't really had a good coach his whole career?
No. What I'm saying is Zach LaVine is not willing to be coached.
No, I mean,
it don't matter who
the previous coaches. So.
Nah. He's not a coachable player because of his IQ. And we can
to be fair, he has gotten better each year.
No, he's gotten more reps. He's gotten more volume. He's been able to shoot more. The team has been not good, which means he can take all the shots. It's kind of like Roquan getting all the tackles. Who else gonna tackle out there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Roquan is a way better player than Zach LaVine. Roquan is a Pro Bowler. Let's not get that. Misscrewed. To me, he's a Pro Bowler. And Zach LaVine, I know he made the All-Star game, but it's a different level. Like a lot of people were injured. It was, you got Kyrie was out the league. Like I don't want to. Yeah.
I would say Zach's the All-Star, but I wouldn't put him.
I don't think he'll make another All-Star team, if you ask me. And I'll put money on that.
I think he will.
Breaking news.
You forget he's not that old either.
Wow.
I mean, look at what DeRozan is doing at 33.
I don't care about Zach LaVine. And he's never been DeRozan, and he's not going to be DeRozan.
I mean,
no. Two totally different players. DeRozan was in the Eastern Conference Finals every year. The only person that was beating him was LeBron. He took his team there. Zach LaVine has never taken a team to the playoffs. Let's just stop the conversation. Stop comparing him to DeRozan. He's nowhere close to him. He'll never be All-Star. That's my biggest problem. He doesn't. Listen, you need to make sure your All-Star is running the team. Zach is not a leader. Zach is for himself. He's a selfish player. What he did last night was still selfish. I don't care what he was doing. You're 1 of 5 and 4 of 13. You don't just start lighting it up like you're on NBA Jam. That was selfish because if he would have missed those shots, the story would have been different. But
somebody got to take the shots. There's only 5 people on the court, right?
Only 5 people. I guess that means he always has to. Anytime Zach LaVine plays, go look at his stats. He takes the most shots on the court, sometimes double than 5 or 6 players combined. That is a problem. With his field goal percentage, that is a problem. Okay? He's shooting under 30% from 3. That is a problem.
Oh, yeah, that is
his plus minus is a minus. For his career, it's minus 1,600. That is a problem. That tells you a lot. That tells you all you need to know about a player when their career plus minus is minus 1,600. Okay. I gotta transition real quick. Y'all make sure y'all at this game Saturday. Okay, at the Freedom Facility in Lansing, a nice, safe place. If you can't make it, please donate. Get a ticket. It's only $10. comicsversuspromoters.com or my website, jeremiahfrage.com. Move that off the screen. I wish you had a picture of Yee because we're going to get into more, talk to him about tomorrow. And if people want to call in or chime in, breaking news, guys. We got a breaker. We got a sound breaker.
No, just
We're gonna need something else besides that horn.
And you know this, man.
Breaking news. Keisha Cole, artist Keisha Cole, has removed her son from Donda Sports.
Donda Sports?
Sports company owned by none other than Ye. Yay. I don't know what y'all call him.
Yeah.
Is it Ye or is it Yay?
I think it's Yay.
Well, I'm gonna call him Nay right now. Cause Donda Sports has lost. Keisha Cole pulled her son out today, so obviously they have some youth athletes as well, and I'm sure there's more to follow. Aaron Donald is probably one of the biggest fish coming off a Super Bowl. Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics. And everybody from the Celtics is moving from one place to another. A shameless plug. Shout out to Udoka for landing a job with the New Jersey Nets. Probably be named the coach today or tomorrow. They feel like he was the best man. Sorry, Nia Long. That go over people's head. They don't even know.
I could be.
You might not have thought he was the best man, but they did. Okay. And Kanye has been in the news for the last 5 years. I don't know why people think it's 5 months. Kanye has been Kanyeing or naying, as I would say, for the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. I wish I had a picture to put him up right in the middle. Kanye has done some things and said some things that have been very controversial. Not only that, disrespectful. Not only that, they can be deemed as racist, prejudice, and unwelcoming. All of the behavior, or most of it, I should say, is unwarranted. Now, there's two sides to this thing. Okay? One side is him talking about a community on a business front. The other side is Kanye just being out of control and having no self-control. And he's damaging himself. One thing I do know about Kanye is that he lost 2 women in his life that are very dear to him. And so it gives me great pause sometimes because I don't know what it feels like to lose a mother. I know some people do. I know his mother was part of his heroic story. Everybody's mother is somebody to them. Nobody wants to lose their mother. Then more recently, he lost his wife, who I found out days ago. He gifted her $1 million on Mother's Day. Her Mother's Day card had $1 million in it. That's not average. That's not what the average person is getting in their card. And it made me realize, hey, he really loved Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
He gifted her $1 million for Mother's Day. So it let me know he cares about her. He loves her a great deal. And so that split, it triggered him. Triggered him into a behavior where he, when you don't have your mom or you don't have somebody that keeps you accountable, like your wife, you become unaccountable. Your accountability level drops tremendously. And Kanye has been out here Kanyeing. Now, to the people that want to talk what he's saying business-wise, that's not my argument. There is some validity in some of the things he has said concerning ownership. I'll say that again. There is some validity into what he's saying in terms of ownership and our culture not owning enough or being owned. But the rest of the nonsense is exactly what it is. This man has said that Donald Trump is his father. He has wore a mega hat. He has wore a shirt recently, said White Lives Matter. He has teamed up with Candace Owens, who we all know as whatever we want to know her as. I can't say it on the show. But we know what it is. He has made comments that are detrimental and just disrespectful to George Floyd's family. He has embarrassed the black community by saying slavery was a choice. A lot of this stuff, you know, a lot of stuff Kanye's doing is, to me, what he's always been doing. I'm not one person that can say that I'll never say I'll cancel anybody, because everybody has a right to come back and everybody has a right to make amends to any mistakes they've made. You always give people a chance to correct their wrong. But I ain't never bought a pair of Yeezys. I've never went to hear Pastor Kanye at one of his church services, because I already know that he is unstable mentally. The Yeezys, I don't care how comfortable y'all say they are. They ugly. I never knew people would run out. And he might be right about one thing. We're crazy. We'll just buy something because we want to be part of that image. Y'all buying these $300, $350 shoes that literally, now when we growing up, we weren't supposed to have holes in our shoes. There is over 20 holes in every pair of Yeezys. Y'all walking around with holy shoes on for $350. They don't even spend that much money to create the shoe because it's not even enough material. It's air holes. But then when Adidas dropped them, Balenciaga, all these companies, here comes the crying from supporters. Oh, they just hating on them. This, that, without realizing some people, companies, the way companies work, if you can't control yourself, you can't represent them. Number one. Number two, well, I see the meme. Well, when he said something about black people, they sure didn't. You don't know that. A lot of businesses dropped him. They might not have been as big as Adidas and Balenciagas, but they dropped him.
Yeah, but it wasn't Adidas or Balenciaga.
But let me tell you this. How many times is a business supposed to put up with your propaganda? How many times is a business supposed to put up with your disrespect? And how many times is a business supposed to put up with you being out of control? Do y'all ever heard of anything called the last straw?
Man,
the last straw. And I've been home with no light.
I don't hear any banks saying they're gonna cancel Donald Trump.
That's not true.
What bank said that?
He's getting ready to be banned from doing any business in New York. That's what's on the table. He won't even be allowed in New York.
Well,
it's a start to everything.
Until I see it.
And then Donald Trump, most of his comments are about other countries. It's not about American culture.
Does that make it right?
And I'm not talking about Donald Trump because I've never supported him or could care less about him. But in the terms that you're speaking, it's funny you bring him up because that's who Kanye supports. So guess what? If he want to be like Donald Trump, they're going to show him how much of a difference it is between him and Donald Trump. That's just stupidity, man. I'm going to do something because somebody else will do it. Or I'm going to do it because somebody else is getting away with it. All right. Somebody jump off a bridge. That's what you're going to do? Kanye is out of control. That's my whole point. Anybody that cannot exercise self-control cannot be trusted in any format of business, big or small. So yes, I agree with the decision for them to terminate his business with him. Now, do I agree with him never being able to come back? No. Do I agree with him being canceled? No. But do I agree with him going up to Skechers unannounced? No. Do I agree with him saying now, after the fact, now he wants to apologize to black people after he's been called out and saying now he knows what it feels like to have a knee on his neck? Come on, Ye. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean that was a dumb thing to say. It was like I'm not gonna act like it wasn't a dumb thing to say. And yeah, the thing about like the way I know Kanye says a lot of dumb stuff that I don't agree with, but I it's like I try to pay attention to the things that he says that I do agree with, because I feel like if we all did focus on that more, and like I mean because it's so true, it's like if we all came together and did our own stuff, and like they couldn't say who we can cancel, because how can the only way you can get canceled is with ownership. We can't cancel a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like it wasn't until they like said something anti-Semitic that they say, okay, you done because you offended the owners, and we cutting you off. But if we are the owners, because it's like it's the dollars, black dollars is what drives the market anyway. It's like just thinking we all had that going to our own banks, black owned banks, black owned like property, all of that stuff in our own neighborhoods. How and that's the part that
I get that.
yeah, and it's not going to happen overnight. But if we can just slowly change our culture, like in a few generations, we can like look at our great grandkids and see them be owners of stuff, and it be normal, you know. And that's the world I want to see. But it's like it's like we so quick to point out somebody's flaws and share the flaws, but a lot of the stuff he says like makes a lot of sense, and like we all said some BS, and like but everything that Kanye West says is going to be out there, but they'll take that clip of him talking crazy, because if you watch that whole thing about him saying slavery was a choice, and when he got checked at the end by one of the workers there, I can't remember his name, he's black, he works there.
Mm-hmm.
He checked him at the end and was like, and he was like, damn, you know what? I hear you, bro. And to some people won't even admit that they wrong. And I mean, to apologize, I mean, yeah, you can take it like, yeah, you always doing something messed up, but to still be able to apologize says something about a person that they can at least see their faults and recognize that they did something wrong.
Let me say this to your point. To your point. If I owned Balenciaga, I would drop Kanye West. If I owned Adidas, I would drop Kanye West. So you saying we don't own whatever this and this and this and this and that. The business I do own, and you don't have to when people say mind the business that pays you, everybody really is their own business. Whether you are a sole proprietor, LLC, a corporation. And so just because your business is not on the level of Adidas and Balenciaga doesn't change your rights and your decision.
Right, yeah, and I was not justifying.
And so because I took my small business away from Kanye, don't say, we don't own anything. Yeah, I do own something.
I'm talking. Well, you mean like banks?
Well, I mean that's such a large level.
You're right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we can get there though.
But honestly, 0.5% of people in the entire world own banks, and it's probably less than that number. Okay, 0.5% own a bank in the world. So let's talk realistically, because that's what I mean about being a head case. You just you throw stuff out there because you want to infiltrate people's minds who already think they don't have a fair chance in life. Okay, you always think it's a monkey or gorilla on your back. We know what it is, but we're not promoting that, because Kanye, you can't say that because you're a billionaire. You made it. You came from nothing. And you, not Kim, not Pete Davidson, not the Jews, not George Floyd's family, not even Donald Trump, the person you love and support, who you call your daddy, took that away from you. You lost it. Because it's easier to climb the mountain. I'm sorry, it's harder to climb the mountain than it is to fall. Stars rise because they fall. You rose to fame at an accelerated pace for you to be on a bigger status and have more money than the person that put you on. He has more money than Jay-Z.
Yep.
Who's responsible? Dame Dash and Jay-Z. Dame Dash probably got to borrow from you. And you're losing it all because you're in denial of wanting help or dealing with you. You have no self-control. You have no self-control. And it's very dangerous, Trae.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not justifying the
because the language he uses and the propaganda he walks around talking about, he really has people believing that if you're not for him, that somehow you're a house Negro, or you just, you're out of touch. You just don't get. No, I very well get it. Kanye West has no self-control. This is why he lost a lot of things that he built. This is usually what happens. I have a brother that's a genius, but he don't got Kanye money. If he did, he would have lost it. We all have family members that are so smart that they're stupid. We all got one.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you need a timeout. That's all. I'm not asking him to quit. I'm not asking him to stop. I'm asking him to chill out. Do your business in a different way. Kanye, you are smart enough to hire so many people. You got enough money to hire a spokesperson.
And maybe, they say everything happened for a reason, right? Let's see what happens.
That's another thing I don't want to hear about, because he's not. I don't care what happens now.
Let's see what.
He's not going to have the same opportunities. People keep saying that. Oh, he's going to build his own. He had no plans to do that before he was dropped. Stop trying to get this man credit like he's a genius. He did something stupid.
Yeah.
And he's going to eat this. And we know what Kanye has and what he owns and all of this and this and that. That's fine. That's fine. But having certain opportunities where you don't have to work as hard for it, and he knows that, all you have to do is show up at places and you got paid. That is a blessing. Having to do the groundwork, talking about, well, he owned this and this and that, that's a lot of groundwork. And you have to be a stable person. So before you have to be able, when you own something, you have to be able to make intelligent decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So for the people that watch what happens now when he get this and this and that. Sorry, y'all not making them decisions for him. Sorry, y'all not owning and operating those businesses for him. Sorry.
I mean, I'm not just gonna count him out. I'm not gonna say
I'm not counting him out, but
yeah,
I'm not counting him in either.
yeah.
I'm telling him to take a time out,
I
get some
want.
help, restructure.
I'm more
Shut up.
curious just to see what happens. Like I want to. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, he's gonna do this and it's gonna shock the world. I'm more curious just to see what he does. Like he could do something and put himself in a deeper hole, or he could do something and it'd be great. And like that's what I want to see. I'm more yeah.
So here's the thing. Kanye West had a responsibility to make black people look way better than what he did. Kanye West, for as many black people that's taken up for him, number one, he don't date black women. Okay, let's just get that out there. He really don't respect black culture. He would rather be in business with other races and people. It wasn't until people stopped fooling with him that he want to cry injustice, racism. He want to pull the black card. That's exactly what pulling the black card is. He's doing it right before our eyes. How you going to talk about us? How you going to disrespect us? How you going to say Donald Trump is your dad? How you going to wear a White Lives Matter shirt? How you going to say George Floyd died from fentanyl? How you going to sit up here, Kanye West, huh? And call yourself being in business with all these foreign countries and languages and banks and whatever you want to call it? How you gonna sit up here and parade around Kardashians? Kardashians got more babies and baby daddies than black families, but they got a television show that pays them, generates millions of dollars for the same issues we talk about in the black community. Having 3 or 4 baby daddies. And they got black babies walking around. Them girls got black babies.
Mm-hmm.
Kim with another man every 2 months. But you want to fight Drake over him. You want to hide in the bushes and threaten Pete Davidson because your girl is out of control. Then, to top it all off, you got all this to say. You go and team up with Candace Owens, who you know is not for the culture, and wear a White Lives Matter shirt. And you want us to respect you. I would respect the fact if you took a time out, not your apology that didn't make sense because you don't know how it feels to have a knee on your neck. Business and corporations were already complaining about him, talking about he gonna free Larry Hoover. How you gonna represent Balenciaga, Adidas, and other companies? Talking about you gonna free Larry Hoover. That ain't even your position, bro. It made no sense. It made no sense. So I'm starting to believe it was a publicity stunt. You're not down for the culture. Jay Prince forced your hand.
Yeah, well,
they let the GDs in the door. Did they? Did they, Kanye? You ain't about that life, bro. Stop it. You're not even about that life. It would have been better off for you to make a business decision to say, what I'm tied up into, I can get representatives. I can support it monetarily. But you want to wear these big, stupid fireman boots, put mask over your face, and to top it off, you want to hang out with Antonio Brown. Look at the company you're keeping. The man hanging out with Candace Owens and Antonio Brown. And had a nerve to have him around his kids. Trae, I'm going to give you the last words. We got to get out of here. Before we do, We're gonna talk more about Kanye, I guess, tomorrow.
Right,
But
yeah.
this is just the surface.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot to unfold with Kanye. And I know the stories that get shared the most are the bad ones. But like I said, it's some things like I do just, and I don't just do this with Kanye, so I don't want y'all to think, oh, Trae just all about Kanye. You like his first two albums that much that no, it's like in general in life, I just try to focus, like I try to take the good out of things. And I think Kanye had a lot of really good things to say. And it's a shame that he did those other things because I think it just took all the attention off of what the good things he did say because they were very important and very true. And but nobody, we can't even talk about it. Or people don't even think he's in his right mind to or they're not even giving those words credibility because of all the actions that he's had and with doing everything else, which is a shame because I really think he has some really good things to say about just ownership. And it's not just like I said earlier, it's not gonna happen overnight, but the idea of it, we need to change our culture. We need to make that a black culture thing where we are passing down businesses to our kids and showing them how to you know teaching them how money works. These are not things that are normal for our culture. Because when you look at the history of our culture, our grandparents were fighting for civil rights. So how
Mm-hmm.
can you go from fighting for civil rights? That means just the right to use the same washroom, the right to eat in the same restaurant. Our grandparents had to fight for those rights. So how can you have that turnaround so quickly? But we do have to be aware of it and know that we need to change. I
I'm with
mean,
you.
but you coming over but I'm not gonna act like it's a lot to overcome when the system's against you and everything's against you, and sometimes you're not even aware of it. That
I'm with you.
like whoa, like you gotta get your own company because it's like you're not gonna. It's like only so far you can go. It's like they'll let you get high and then they'll just stop you right there. So you almost it's great that like this man's educated, worked at CPS, but he still did what he had to do to get his own because he knows if he wants to do that, he had to get higher. You know, you got to get your own, and work for yourself. If you're willing to work 40 hours a week at a job, and there's nothing wrong with that, if put that time and energy into yourself and see what you can do and see what you love to do and see how far you can go. But it takes a lot of discipline, it's a lot of hard work when you don't have anybody telling you what to do and all of that stuff. So I mean, like I said, I'm just trying to take
Remember what you said. You said it.
yeah, he's out of control sometimes. But I mean, he said a lot of really, really good things that hit home with me. And and I'm like, man, this dude is so right. Like
Yeah.
even before he got canceled, and he it's almost like he was like, yeah, if I say this, they're gonna cancel me. And it happened. I mean, you knew it was gonna happen. So I mean, I don't know. It's like if he could go back and change things, would he do it differently? I don't know. I mean, at least he does still have the rights to his designs and all of that stuff. That's why I said I want to see what happens. Like, what's his next move? Like, what is he going to do? Does he have to come back and say, "Man, all right, I did this. I put myself in this
Right.
situation. I don't have my connects. What
Right.
do I do now? Do I team up
Right.
with some other people that's willing to work with me?
And here's the
He got
thing.
to find black
I,
people that's even willing to work with him.
here's the thing, though. That's what we're saying. Kanye,
Yeah,
his mind is somewhere else. This is all I'm trying to get people to understand.
yeah,
We get it logically. We get it. We get it. I don't think he does. And I'm gonna leave it right there because we'll come back to this conversation, man. We'll be talking 3 hours, man.
Right.
Trae got to take a nap, man. He got up early this morning. We're gonna try to get in the rhythm of doing this. We will see y'all tomorrow at 7 a.m. Before we go, listen, y'all. I really need y'all to support what's going on this Saturday. The Comics versus Promoters Chicago basketball charity game for kids who have lost their parents. Okay, make sure you go right there to my website, jeremiahfrazier.com, or you can hit the link. comicsversuspromoters.eventbrite.com. That's .eventbrite.com. comicsversuspromoters.eventbrite.com. Listen, share that link, use that link, grab y'all a ticket, get somebody a ticket. We will be looking for you on Saturday, 12 noon. We're going to have a good time. Until then, Trae, it was great having you today. Great having all our guests today, all our people that's commenting. I think they like Trae and Fray.
They like me.
I think they like me.
So they like us.
We got special guests coming on tomorrow, y'all. Make sure y'all with us. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 a.m.
All right, let's go. Yeah. We're gonna get it together. It's gonna be dope. Just keep watching. The show gonna be so dope. We're gonna have closing credits coming up at the end, all types of stuff, man. We gonna get it there, but we have to start somewhere.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, peace out, y'all.